In March of 2021, St. George City leaders, health experts, cyclists, and members of the university took to University Avenue on two wheels, testing out a bike pop-up lane.
This concept was tested a few years back. We basically painted it with wash-away paint. I don't know if you remember that. And we just tested it out and took a bunch of data from the university students. They were really excited about it. So we've been working with the university over the last few years to implement this. Basically, up the east side of 700 East, you'll see what is called the cycle track, and like I said, it can be used by anyone who's outside of a car. It'll have a nice buffered edge that has some plants in it. You'll still have both lanes of travel and your center lane of turning lane. You'll also have parking still on the west side of the street.
Now, 4 years later, the dream is becoming a reality. The Utah Department of Transportation and the state will fund most of the project, the city picking up the rest.
The grant is up to $2.2 million, $2,270,000. Of that, the state up to $1,362,000 and local $908,000. However, the project is estimated at $1,450,000, which is local funds would be $580,000 of that. And so that's our estimate for the project. Even though the grant is a lot more, we're expecting to use local funds of $580,000 approximately.
So UDOT gave us a grant for this, and so we've actually budgeted for this. We've been saving for this and planning for it for a few years.
Councilwoman Larkin said it will create a safer space for all travel near the university.
So you'll actually see just the two-way cycle track on closest to us right here, and then there will be a barrier that's basically like a small curb that will have some landscaping in it that the university is going to maintain, so it'll look nice. But it will just create a safer space for people who are navigating, coming to and leaving the university. It'll actually make it safer for cars too. You just notice that there's a lot of interaction on the street between people walking and scooting. I don't know if you've been here during class change, but a lot of kids ride scooters now. So just being able to create a safe space for every modality is really our goal, and to be good partners with the university and create a safe place around the university campus.
However, parking spaces along the east side of the street will be sacrificed to add the cycle track.
We'll lose some parking spaces along the east side of the street here, but we're going to pick them back up further north, closer to the cemetery. There will be diagonal parking. So we were waiting for Lloyd to come back with those numbers, but it might be close to evened out. So we're not going to lose a lot of parking spaces, but we're going to gain a lot of safety. And at the end of the day, when it comes to transportation, safety is our #1 goal.
Larkin said it will also be much safer for pedestrians crossing the road.
It actually creates what's called a bulb out. So the part where you walk out is protected, and all you have to do in an unprotected space is cross just the lanes of travel. So for someone who's elderly, who's coming from a game and is walking slowly, they have a much shorter distance to cross. So we've been looking at these bulb outs around the city. Where do we have high pedestrian traffic and people moving slower, and where can we make it safer for them?
The project passed 3-2 by City Council, with the mayor making the final deciding vote for one absent council member.
Motion by Danielle, seconded by Steve. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
Nay, I mean, yeah.
I will break the tie and I vote yay.
I actually think it's healthy that we have these debates. It's probably not particularly healthy when every vote we take is, just straight across the board, we all vote for it. I personally like to see that kind of debate.
Larkin said construction is set to begin by this summer.
It's going to be bid out, and it will be constructed this summer while the students are out of school. So when they come back for school in the fall, they will be able to test it out.
The new cycle track will connect to other cycle tracks into downtown and beyond.
It'll go clear to the top of 700, because that way students can connect up to Temple Springs, which is a trail that is connected at the very top of 700 East and goes up onto Red Hills Parkway.
In St. George, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.